Blackheads are one of the most common skin concerns I see, and the good news is that prevention is usually very achievable when you understand what blackheads really are and you build a routine that keeps pores functioning normally without irritating your skin. This guide is educational and general, not a personal medical diagnosis, and it's designed to be safe, realistic, and easy to follow as a voiceover. I'm going to walk you through the why behind blackheads, the habits that quietly keep them coming back, and a practical prevention plan you can adapt to your skin type and lifestyle. A blackhead is an open come done. Inside a pore, oil from the sebaceous gland mixes with dead skin cells. When that mixture becomes sticky and builds up, it forms a small plug. If the plug is close to the surface and the pore opening stays open, air exposure causes the top of the plug to darken. That dark color is not dirt. It's mainly oxidized material in the pore. This is important, because if you believe blackheads are dirt, you'll be tempted to scrub harder and use harsher products, and that often makes the problem worse. Skin that is overscrubbed becomes inflamed. Inflamed pores swell and clog more easily. A damaged barrier becomes dry and reactive skin may produce more oil and shed unevenly, which fuels more clogs. So prevention is not about force. It's about keeping pore lining turnover steady, reducing stickiness inside the pore, controlling excess oil without stripping, and protecting the skin barrier so it doesn't get stuck in an irritation cycle. To prevent blackheads long term, think of your approach as 4 pillars that work together: gentle cleansing, targeted pore care, barrier support, and consistent sun protection. If you do only one pillar, like exfoliate aggressively but ignore moisturizer and sunscreen, you may get temporary smoothness, but you'll often end up with redness, sensitivity, and rebounds of congestion. Balanced routines win. Let's start with cleansing. Cleansing is not meant to punish your skin. It is meant to remove sweat, excess oil, environmental particles, and especially product films from sunscreen, makeup, and heavy skincare. The best cleanser is one you can use daily without tightness, burning, or a squeaky feeling. Squeaky clean usually means your barrier lipids were stripped. For most people, cleansing twice daily is enough, once in the morning and once at night. If your skin is dry or very sensitive, you may do better with a gentle rinse in the morning and a full cleanse at night. Use lukewarm water, not hot water, because heat can increase irritation and dryness. Massage cleanser onto damp skin for about 20 to 30 seconds, focusing on areas where blackheads collect, often the nose, chin, and forehead, then rinse thoroughly and pat dry. Avoid rubbing your face vigorously with towels. Friction alone can worsen redness and inflammation. Night cleansing matters the most. If you wear sunscreen, makeup, or long-wear products, a single quick cleanse sometimes isn't enough to remove the film that can trap oil and dead cells. In that case, consider a double cleanse at night. This doesn't have to be complicated. The first step can be an oil cleanser, cleansing balm, or micellar water to lift sunscreen and makeup. The second step is your regular gentle cleanser to remove residue. If you use micellar water, it's usually better to rinse afterwards so surfactants don't remain on the skin. If your skin feels tight after double cleansing, either reduce the amount of product, shorten the massage time, or choose gentler formulas. Remember, the goal is clean and comfortable, not tight. Now, targeted pore care is where prevention truly happens. Blackheads form because the pore lining sheds dead cells and those cells mix with oil in a way that becomes sticky. So you want ingredients that normalize shedding, reduce clog formation, and keep the contents of pores moving out smoothly. The most consistently helpful over-the-counter ingredient for blackheads is salicylic acid, also called BHA. Salicylic acid is oil-soluble, which means it can work inside the pore lining and help loosen the mixture that forms plugs. Many people buy salicylic acid cleansers and expect miracles, but wash-off products have limited contact time. A leave-on salicylic acid product, like a toner, serum, or gel, often works better for prevention because it stays on the skin long enough to do its job. The most important rule with salicylic acid is to start slowly. If you begin with daily use right away, many people develop dryness or stinging, and then they stop entirely. That stop and start pattern gives poor results. A better plan is to start 2 or 3 nights per week, then increase only if your skin tolerates it. Prevention is about steady, repeated small nudges, not intense bursts. Another powerful prevention category is retinoids. Retinoids help regulate how skin cells mature and shed, and they reduce the tendency for the pore lining to clog. Over time, they can reduce comedones and improve texture. If you are using an over-the-counter retinoid, the same principle applies: start slowly and protect your barrier. Retinoids can cause dryness and irritation during the first weeks, especially if you use too much or apply too often. A common beginner mistake is applying a large amount every night because you want fast results. That often leads to peeling and burning, and then you quit. Instead, use a small amount, apply 2 nights per week at first, then slowly increase. If your skin is sensitive, a helpful technique is the moisturizer sandwich. Apply moisturizer, then a thin layer of the retinoid, then another light layer of moisturizer. This can reduce irritation while your skin adapts. A very important safety note: if you are pregnant, trying to conceive, or breastfeeding, you should avoid retinoids unless your own clinician specifically instructs otherwise. When in doubt, choose the gentler prevention options and consult a professional. Do you need both salicylic acid and a retinoid? Not necessarily, especially in the beginning. Many people do best by alternating. For example, you might use salicylic acid a couple of nights per week and a retinoid on other nights, with rest nights focused on moisturizing only. Your skin's tolerance is the deciding factor. If you feel stinging, burning, or persistent redness, you are doing too much. If you feel only mild dryness that improves with moisturizer, you can continue carefully. Think of irritation as a warning signal, not proof that the product is working. Let's talk about moisturizers, because I want to correct one of the biggest misunderstandings: oily and blackhead-prone skin still needs moisturizer. When the skin barrier is undersupported, skin can become dehydrated. Dehydrated skin may look shiny and feel oily on the surface, yet tight underneath. That imbalance encourages uneven shedding and can lead to more congestion. The right moisturizer supports the barrier without feeling heavy. Look for a texture you enjoy using daily: gel creams, lightweight lotions, or barrier-supporting creams depending on your dryness level. If you fear moisturizers will clog you, choose formulas marketed as non-comedogenic, but also remember that the label isn't perfect. The best test is your skin's response over a few weeks. Apply moisturizer after cleansing, and after your leave-on treatments have absorbed. If you use salicylic acid, let it dry down, then moisturize. If you use a retinoid, moisturize in a way that reduces irritation. The more comfortable your skin feels, the more consistent you will be, and consistency is what prevents blackheads. Now sunscreen, the most overlooked pillar in acne prevention routines. Even though sunscreen doesn't directly remove blackheads, it prevents a chain reaction that undermines your progress. Sun exposure can increase inflammation, worsen discoloration after pimples, and make skin more reactive. If you use exfoliants or retinoids, sunscreen becomes especially important because your skin can be more sensitive to sunlight. Choose a sunscreen you can wear comfortably every day. If a sunscreen feels greasy or seems to trigger congestion, don't give up on sunscreen, switch formulas. There are many textures available, from lightweight fluids to gel sunscreens. Apply every morning, and reapply if you are outdoors for extended periods. With those pillars in mind, let's build a simple routine you can follow without confusion. In the morning, keep it calm. Cleanse gently or rinse with water if your skin is dry. Apply a light moisturizer if needed. Then apply sunscreen. That's enough. At night, cleanse thoroughly. Then choose one targeted product, either your leave-on salicylic acid or your retinoid on the nights you use actives. Then moisturize. If you are new to actives, have at least a couple of nights each week that are rest nights with only cleanser and moisturizer. Rest nights are not wasted nights. They are what keep your barrier strong so you can continue the routine long enough to see results. How long does prevention take to show changes? Most routines need time. With consistent cleansing, barrier care, and a targeted ingredient, many people notice gradual improvement in texture and fewer blackheads over 6 to 12 weeks. Some see changes sooner, but I want you to expect a slow, steady trend rather than an overnight transformation. If you change products every week, your skin never has time to stabilize, and it becomes difficult to know what is helping or harming. Now let's address the temptation to use harsh quick fixes. Pore strips, aggressive scrubs, and frequent squeezing can give you a brief satisfaction because you see something come out of the pore. But these methods can irritate the pore lining, cause redness, and sometimes create broken capillaries around the nose. They can also encourage more picking, which leads to inflammation and post-inflammatory discoloration. If you want truly fewer blackheads, focus on prevention rather than extraction. Professional extraction can be helpful when done safely, but home extraction often becomes too aggressive. If you ever do manual removal at home, keep it minimal. Do not use sharp tools, do not dig, do not squeeze until the skin turns red and sore. Your goal is calm skin, not winning a battle with every pore. A common source of confusion is the difference between blackheads and sebaceous filaments. Sebaceous filaments are normal, tiny collections of oil within pores. They are especially visible on the nose and can look like gray dots. They refill because they are part of normal oil flow. Blackheads are more distinct plugs and often appear darker. The prevention strategy overlaps: salicylic acid, retinoids, gentle cleansing, and avoiding heavy occlusion. But I want you to set realistic expectations. Pores will always exist. The goal is cleaner looking pores, less congestion, and smoother texture, not a completely poreless nose. Let's talk about overexfoliation, because it is one of the most common reasons blackhead prevention fails. People hear that exfoliation helps, then they use multiple exfoliating products at the same time: an exfoliating cleanser, an acid toner, a scrub, and sometimes a peeling mask. Their skin becomes dry and irritated, and then blackheads seem worse. When the barrier is damaged, the skin can respond with more oil and uneven shedding, both of which promote clogs. If you are using salicylic acid, avoid combining it with harsh scrubs or strong peels. Keep the rest of your routine gentle. If you use a retinoid, be cautious with additional exfoliants. Many people do best with one main active at a time, plus moisturizer and sunscreen. Masks can be helpful, but only in moderation. A clay mask once a week can reduce surface oil and temporarily improve the appearance of pores. But clay masks used too frequently can cause dryness and rebound oiliness. If you use a clay mask, avoid letting it become completely cracked and painfully dry on the skin. Rinse when it is mostly set, then moisturize. Hydration after masks matters. Now, product and lifestyle factors outside your skincare routine often contribute to blackheads. Hair products are a big one. Pomades, oils, and heavy conditioners can migrate onto the forehead, temples, and hairline, especially in warm climates or if you sweat. If you notice congestion near the hairline, try keeping hair styling products away from the skin, washing the hairline after styling, and rinsing the face after heavy sweating. Another factor is makeup. Makeup is not automatically a problem, but removal must be thorough. Primers and long-wear foundations can form films that require a proper cleanse. If you regularly wear makeup, clean brushes and sponges frequently, because oil and product buildup can irritate the skin. Also be mindful of heavy, occlusive layers. For blackhead-prone skin, lighter textures and fewer layers often reduce congestion. Pillowcases, towels, and face cloths should be kept clean. This is not because you are dirty, but because oils, sweat, and product residues accumulate on fabric and can be transferred back to the skin. A simple habit like changing pillowcases regularly can support your routine. If you use a face towel, use a clean one and avoid harsh rubbing. Touching your face is another habit that quietly contributes to blackheads and breakouts. Resting your chin in your hand, rubbing your nose, or frequently touching the face transfers oil and bacteria and adds friction. Friction and pressure can cause irritation and clogging, especially around the chin and jawline. If you find yourself touching your face when stressed, consider that stress management is part of skincare. Better sleep, breaks from screens, and simple breathing exercises might sound unrelated, but they can reduce the habits that inflame your skin. Let's discuss mask-related breakouts, sometimes called masking. Wearing masks for long periods creates a warm, humid environment with friction. That combination can increase clogged pores and irritation, especially around the nose, cheeks, and chin. If you wear a mask regularly, focus on gentle cleansing after mask use a light moisturizer to reduce friction, and avoid heavy occlusive products under the mask. If you can, choose breathable fabrics and change masks regularly so oil and moisture do not build up. Shaving and facial hair grooming can also contribute to clogged pores, especially in the beard area. Heavy beard oils, thick balms, and comedogenic products can create congestion along the jawline. If you are blackhead prone in that area, choose lighter grooming products and cleanse gently after sweating. Be careful with harsh aftershaves that contain a lot of alcohol, because they can irritate the barrier and trigger rebound oiliness. A calm routine is better than a harsh one. Now let's talk about diet and lifestyle in a responsible way. Skin is influenced by many factors: genetics, hormones, stress, climate, product use, and overall health. There is no single food that causes blackheads in everyone. However, some people notice that diets high in refined carbohydrates and sugary drinks may worsen acne. Some notice dairy triggers. If you suspect a diet connection, the best approach is a simple experiment, not an extreme elimination. Choose one change, try it for several weeks, and observe your skin, energy, and overall well-being. Hydration, sleep, and regular activity support healthy skin. When you are sleep-deprived, stress hormones rise, inflammation increases, and habits like picking often get worse. Again, prevention is a system, not one product. Hormones can strongly influence blackheads and acne, especially around the chin and jawline. If you notice monthly flares, or if acne is persistent and deep, you may need a more individualized plan. Over-the-counter prevention can still help, but don't blame yourself if the routine isn't enough. Sometimes hormonal patterns require professional guidance. If you are experiencing severe acne, painful lesions, scarring, or significant emotional distress, it is worth speaking to a dermatologist. The sooner you address persistent acne, the lower the risk of long-term marks and texture changes. Now I want to help you choose a prevention plan based on your skin type, because one routine does not fit everyone. If your skin is oily and resilient, you may tolerate salicylic acid more frequently, perhaps most nights, and you may enjoy lightweight gel moisturizers. You still need moisturizer, but you can choose a light one. If your skin is dry or sensitive but still develops blackheads, go slower. Use